Hi and welcome to the channel. Today's review is about the Scrambler 900 by Triumph. Nice and very agile motorcycle, combined with the retro look that is hallmark of Triumph motorcycles. But we are not going to talk about those things because there are a lot better people to talk about all of that, about bikes. What I'm going to do is review this as a 6'4" person. So basically my height is 6'4", and I'm reviewing this as a tall guy who rides, which is also sort of the channel name, Tall Guy Rides. First thing first, let's talk about the seat. It is really nice and comfy, especially for somebody my size as well. I weigh about 116 kilos right now, and the seat is wide enough and comfortable enough, at least for city rides at the moment. I have not taken this bike out for a long test ride anywhere, so yeah, but I think the seat is comfortable for that. My friend Yash, who is I think about 6 feet and weighs about 100 kilos, he had done a almost say 2,500 3,000 kilometer ride on this bike, and he was pretty pleased with the seat as well. It is a right mixture of soft and firm, and I have never had any issues with it while riding across town. So yeah, that is a plus point, the seat. Let's talk about handlebars. Well, the handlebars are nice and wide, as you can see, and they're also a little bit further forward, so somebody who's a little bit shorter or has shorter arms will have to reach towards the handlebar. As you can see, even my arms, I have relatively slightly longer arms, are just about slightly bent. So that is one thing that needs to be considered by people who may be shorter or have shorter arms, that you will have to reach out to the handlebar, thus making your riding triangle, the position of your back, a little bit further forward set. In that sense, you'll have to lean a little bit further forward. Now let's talk about the angle of the knees and how the seat is in respect to the foot pegs. Well, the foot pegs, that angle, that is the angle of the knees, is nice and comfortable, a little bit shy of 90 degrees, maybe 75-80 degrees again. So for somebody my size, I'm able to sit fairly upright without too much of a bend in the knees. Well, let's fuel up and continue this conversation. Just fueled the bike up a little bit. Let's talk about the position of the knees and the comfort that can be derived from there. Well, the bike does look short when you look at it, but the angle that the knees rest at are, well, very comfortable. I was not expecting it to be this comfortable, but it is. The angle that the knees rest at are still an acute angle. It's about 60 to 70 degrees, but at a very comfortable level. The difference between the positioning of the pegs and the positioning of the seat allows for taller riders to be comfortable on this bike. Somebody who's shorter will have even more of an opened up knee position on this bike, which is also very nice and comfortable. The only thing that happens is if you want to grip the tank with your thighs and knees, you will have to scoot all the way forward, because that's how this bike is. So something like this. Well, now let's talk about the foot pegs. As I said earlier, the position of the foot pegs is really nice, just at the right place and at the right height, especially for my size. And as this is a limited edition Sandstorm variant, it comes with foot peg enlargers, so the foot pegs on this particular bike are extremely comfortable. What else do we talk about? We talk about the mirrors. Round mirrors to go with the retro design and look of the bike, and they are wide enough, wide set enough rather, to give you a decent view of what's behind you, but it does leave a severe blind spot for vehicles that are up close to you, and can be a little bit disconcerting when a car appears around the periphery of your vision. But overall, not bad, and they don't rattle or vibrate at all, these mirrors, which is to be expected from a brand like Triumph, where they do hold themselves to a higher quality standard. What else do we talk about? Throttle response is good. In-city usage probably gets a little bit iffy, because it is a big 900cc twin cylinder bike, and it can get a little bit annoying to ride, especially in stop-go traffic, because the play of the clutch isn't the best. It isn't like a smaller bike. So yeah, this bike is better suited to highway rides when you're out, or if you're commuting at a time of day where there isn't too much traffic. The bike is comfy for that. It also does get hot in stop-go traffic, and if you're not wearing thick jeans like I am right now, or riding pants, you will feel the heat. That's one thing to keep in mind. But I just love the roar of the engine. So much torque for those quick overtakes. Now moving to who this bike is for. Well, I think this bike is better suited to people who have another mode of transportation. This isn't the only bike or only mode of transportation in their garage, and at the price point that it retails at, which is I think 13 lakhs in Pune, I don't think that's going to be the case. You're probably going to have another motorcycle or a car or something else that is your commuter vehicle, daily ride vehicle, because this isn't a very comfortable daily ride, especially in traffic situations like this. We seem to have had a fall over here. Somebody's had an accident or something. Hope everyone's okay. Well, nobody's lying down, so... Oh, that's a bad fall. Look at that. So who is this bike for? Somebody who is experienced, because this bike does have a lot of low-end torque, so easy to yeet yourself off it. Well, experience, this is probably your second or third vehicle at home, because its manners in the city aren't great, especially in stop-go traffic. neither is it a very good long distance tourer, because there is no place to mount luggage, and the tank is only about can only hold about 10 liters. So on long rides you will have to fuel up very often, every 120 kilometers or some such, and no windscreen, and yeah, that's about it. I mean, this bike is a scrambler. It can do twisties very well. It's an agile bike, and it can also manage flat tracks and a light bit of trail riding, if you can call it that. So that's who this bike is for. Now that I've covered all the points, if you have any questions, feel free to ask them using the comment section, or you can DM me on Instagram. So until next time, see you.